that first of all I'm going to state what is GATE and what are the opportunities through GATE and how a mechanical engineer can get benefited by this. Okay, so to say that other branches don't have good opportunities, I don't say that, but I say that mechanical engineering is no less than any other engineering. Okay, the amount of opportunities, the scope what mechanical engineering has is same as any other engineering branch. Okay, but there is one trouble. Okay, the trouble is this is not a large campus selection branch. If you consider that, sir, I want mechanical core companies to come in the campus selection only, sorry, the amount of number of people who come through campus selection is less. That was being less from ages. Okay, it is not a recent phenomenon. Okay, and all the mechanical engineers who don't get campus selection doesn't mean that they don't grow in their career. Okay, actually mechanical engineering people grow after their BE. They go through generally through off campus selections, first thing. Second thing is that mechanical engineering does not have mid career crisis, in the sense there are, suppose, software companies. There are software companies when they go to the mid career or mid life, there is problem that they face. Okay, if they don't continuously update themselves, then there is chances of getting a pink slip, and after that the chances of getting another job becomes very difficult. Okay, that particular midlife crisis is not there in mechanical engineering. Okay, so that is one of the advantage we have in mechanical. Although the starting is slow, the future is bright. Okay, but how to make it still brighter, we will see through GATE. Okay, now what is GATE? GATE stands for Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering, which is a national level exam that tests the technical knowledge of an engineer. There is no other exam that tests the technical knowledge. If a student, say, due to various reasons, his percentage in engineering is less, say he has only 50%, 60%, but his passion is engineering. Okay, so unfortunately, due to various reasons, he couldn't score high marks in engineering. Then what he can do? How he can make it up? He can make it up by writing GATE. Because if a person clears GATE, that means he's strong in that particular basics. So there is chances that he can get into companies. Okay, he can get employment through GATE. That is one of the major advantage of GATE. Okay, because companies don't require your percentage; they require your knowledge. They require how you can convert, you can be helpful to them. That is more important for them. So if you consider that you have less percentage and you find it difficult to get job, write GATE. You will get jobs. Okay, because why? Not because companies mandate that you have to write GATE, but because you write GATE, your basics is clear, and also you have proven your point that your mechanical engineering knowledge is very high. Okay, next. It's an entrance test designed for securing admission to post-graduation courses in IISc and IITs. Basically, it was for post-graduation degrees. But now it is used as an employment for public sector units, MRPL, MCF, not MCF, MRPL, KIOCL, okay, NTPC, ONGC. You want to get employment, you have to write GATE. GATE is mandatory. Even in DRDO, it is mandatory. BARC, Baba Atomic Research Center, takes through GATE as well as without GATE. ISRO does not take through GATE. But if you prepare GATE, ISRO exam is very, very easy. Okay, easy in not in terms of competition, because ISRO has more competition than GATE. Okay, but it will help you very heavily. Okay, by preparing for GATE. Okay, that is one of the things you have to understand. Okay. It is also seen as a knowledge benchmarking criteria. If you have GATE, if you write GATE, it is proven that you have good knowledge. It is seen that, especially in VTU, even the students who have got the university ranks finds it difficult to clear GATE. So in that sense, if a person who has less marks clears GATE, see how much he proves himself. Okay, that his knowledge is comparable to the topper in the universities. Okay, that's how the importance of GATE is. Okay, now next, about GATE exam. What is it about GATE exam? GATE exam consists of 27 subject papers such as aerospace, chemical, civil, mechanical, etc. Okay, GATE exam can be written by graduate engineers or students from the pre-final year onwards. That means You can write it in the third year, you can write it in the fourth year, you can write it after passing out, and there is no limit for that. Okay, even anybody, even a person who is retired from his employment, okay, he can also write GATE. This time a person who was 82-year-old has written GATE, and a person with 67-year-old person has cleared GATE. Okay, so there is no restriction. There is no restriction on the number of times also. Any number of times a person can write GATE. Okay. Another point, GATE is valid for 3 years. That means a person who is in the third year, who writes GATE in the third year and qualifies it. Okay. If a person in the third year qualifies it, then he can apply for, sorry, just a second. I'm sorry, student, just a second. So even the third year students, he can apply for this particular thing. Okay, so he can apply. Let me put it here. Okay, so he can apply for the person in the third year. In the fourth year, he can write again GATE. But if he qualify third years, he can apply even after 1 year of employment. So third year, fourth year, 1 year employment, and then he can write. He can apply for MTechs. Okay, so that is the advantage of writing GATE. It is 3 years validity, and especially if a person starts from the second year to prepare well, okay, he will have a high chance of clearing GATE with high ranks. Okay, so that is very important. Okay, so next, let's see. Okay, next, why GATE? What are the major importance of GATE? Let us see one by one. Just a second, please. Okay, now the question is why GATE? Okay, GATE is, first one is post-graduation in IITs, IISc, NITs, etc. Generally, students, when we go with any private engineering college, okay, whatever the private engineering college is, the companies don't look it with high regards. Okay? For them, all the companies, the best one is IITs only. Okay, first preference for all the in this one is IITs. First preference is IITs. Second preference is NITs. Okay, third preference is all the private engineering colleges. In this NIT, some of the private engineering colleges come to that level. Example is RV, you can say PES, okay, some of the top notch, or say VIT, Vellore Institute of Technology, or PSG Coimbatore, VJIT in Mumbai, or maybe Jadavpur University in Bengal. Okay, these are all the top universities. They come in the second run. IITs come in the first run. Now, if you have a BTech degree from a private colleges, okay, you are in the third run. Okay, second run is NITs and all these big universities. First run is IITs. Now, if you want to jump from private, this one, third run to the second run, you have to do a post graduation from the first run colleges. That means you are from a private engineering college. You have to do post graduation from the first best universities. Then you will go to the higher. Now, what is the advantage? Let me tell you. If you go to IITs, one of the great advantages is the pay packages. For example, if in case I know one of my student who was placed into Kirloskar Motors, okay, from Kendra Engineering College. This was way back in 2011. Okay, so he got a pay package at that time of 2.5 lakh per annum. Kirloskar Motors is a very good company, so he went there. Okay, now the same company went to NIT Surathkal. They were paying 6 lakh per annum. Okay, with a higher post he was getting. The person from NIT Surathkal was getting a higher post in the same company. Okay, and they may go for IITs. When they go for IITs, the salary may be in the order of 10 lakh per annum. Okay, so you see the jump here. Okay, there is jump in the pay packages. First thing. Second thing is that the improvement, the the promotions are also faster for NIT and IIT level. Any doubts, you can ask me directly. There is no problem. Yes. Any doubt here? No doubts. Students, you can stop me and ask questions at any time. Okay. I hope Vishwas sir, you're okay with that, is it not?
Yes, sir. No issues. They can put the question in chat also.
Yes. You can put the question in the chat, or you can directly ask the question. Switch on your mic and ask the question. Okay. And actually, my session will be very, very productive when you ask questions. Okay. So that is one of the reasons why you have to go to post graduation. Your level is increased. Okay. So, and also if you consider in IITs, what would be the pay package after MTech? If you see, the pay package in IIT Madras for MTechs was around 15 lakh per annum. Okay. And one of the other advantages, you don't have to spend any money. Okay. So this is one debate what is going on. I will tell you about that debate. Okay. So one of the advantages, world-class standards in teaching and research. Okay. Because the professors there have their PhDs from the top universities of the world. Okay. If you say which is the top university of the world, if you say it is MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, correct? Or maybe Cornell University, correct? Yes. Any question here? So MIT or Cornell, the professors have PhD degree from those universities. So you get world-class standards in teaching and research. Second thing is that student exchange program. You will get exchanged with the foreign universities for 6 months or 1 year. There are student exchange program of IITs with the top foreign universities. Okay, so that is another advantage. And no, there is no money that you have to give. That is very important. No, nothing goes out of your pocket. Everything is from the government of India. Okay. Very good alumni network. Another importance. Support for startups. If you want to have a startup, there is no better place than IITs. Okay. And GATE ranks up till 10,000 you can get. This is one thing which people don't know. They think, sir, if I want to get into NIT Surathkal, MTech, I need a GATE rank of around 2,000. Okay. And you are saying to get into IIT, 10,000 I can get. People have a doubt. Okay. I will clarify doubt in one minute. Okay. Now there is one more problem we may have. Okay. That, sir, whether to go for GRE, there are methods like we have to go for GRE. People want to go outside. People who are well off, they think that they will go to GRE and they will do well. Okay. Do MS in foreign universities. Okay. Second option would be to write CAT. Sir, I am not good in engineering. Let me write CAT. Okay. Or MAT. Correct. And then another option we have is GATE. Okay. On this, which is much better? Let us see. Okay. If you write GRE, one of the, and comparing this with IIT MTech, let me tell you. Okay. See, if you are from a private college, okay, getting into top 50 universities of the world, it is really, really difficult. Okay, even with the recommendation, even with a good GRE score, it is difficult to get there. Okay, and even if you get there, suppose you get there, you have to pay around 60 to 70 lakh of money you have to spend from your pocket. Okay, so you have a what you say deficient. You are deficient by 60-70 lakhs. Okay, then you have 2 years you have spent. 60-70 lakh minus 2 years you have spent, and then job is not guaranteed. If you are not gone to the top 50 universities, if you go to a lower universities, job is not guaranteed. Okay, now if you consider IITs, if you consider the job opportunity, it is very nice. Okay, in India the job opportunity is very nice. Okay, second thing is that if you consider the how much you have to pay for this one, for your IIT MTech, it is minus around 60 to 1 lakh, 60,000 to 1 lakh minus. That means you get paid so much. You are not paying. You are not paying yourself. You are getting paid. How is that? I am telling you. That is because you get a stipend of 12,400 rupees per month. And what is the fees you have? Fees is around 20k to 30k per semester. That is the type of fees you have to give for MTech in IITs. And after that, it is no less. You get 15 lakh per annum as the average salary. There are people who get 6 lakh per annum also there. It depends on your capability. Okay, so it may vary from 6 lakh per annum to around 35 lakh per annum. This is the range what was there in IIT this time. Okay, sorry, not 35, 39 lakh per annum. This was the range in IIT Madras. You can go to placement.iitm.ac.in, placement.iitm.ac.in, and you can download the placement report. You can know how much they have placed. So the salary package, what MTech students have got is from 6 lakh to 39 lakh per annum, and the average is above 15 lakh per annum. Advantages? Okay. Now, another controversy I have told you is about 10,000 rank. Sir, NIT Surathkal, MTech, we don't get with 2,000 rank, and you are saying IIT you get at 10,000. I will tell you how that works. Okay. Now, see, MTech, if you consider, yes, it is difficult to get into IITs. Okay. You have to get a rank of less than 1,000. Okay. If you get less than 1,000 rank, only then there is a high chance of getting into MTech in IITs. But there is an outside chance even to 2,500 rank. Okay. Till 2,500 rank, there is outside chance to get into IITs. Now, here one of the things what you have to keep in mind is what is the type of if you want to get mechanical engineering, it is different. If you want to get into mechanical engineering, there are three branches there: thermal, design, and manufacturing. These are the three branches which you have in core mechanical engineering. But these are not the only branch. To get here, you have to get around 1,000 rank. Inside 1,000 rank, there is a chance. Okay. But afterwards, there are other branches like applied mechanics. Applied mechanics, similar to mechanical engineering, it can be second mechanical engineering. There is something called solid mechanics. There is something called fluid mechanics. And then there is something called biomechanics. These are the three branches which applied mechanics stream has. Solid mechanics and fluid mechanics, mechanical engineers and civil engineers can get into. If you compare that with applied mechanics in NIT Surathkal, applied mechanics in NIT Surathkal is more of a civil engineering stream. But applied mechanics in IIT Madras and IIT Delhi is more of a combination of civil and mechanical engineering. Okay. So solid mechanics, fluid mechanics, both for civil engineering and mechanical engineering. And in fluid mechanics, more of thermal is being told. Okay. So you can take this as design thermal. Biomechanics is one advantage you have. If you want to get into medical field, for example, okay, if you want to do things on, say, bones, if you want to work on electronic gadgets in this one. So you go to biomechanics. Mechanical engineers are also eligible to go there. But most of the people who choose this are electrical engineers. Electrical, electronics, and mechanical, like that it goes. Okay. Civil engineers don't choose this. Okay. So these are other branches what you have. Okay. Then there are other branches where mechanical engineers can get into are aerospace. Okay. Aerospace is another branch. Okay. Aerospace engineering is another branch, MTech. And one of the astonishing thing is that if you consider the quota there, how much people? 7 out of 18, okay, is reserved for mechanical engineering BE. Out of 18, 7 is for mechanical engineering BE. 5 is for aerospace engineering BE. You see that. So mechanical engineering is more preferred than aerospace. This is one of the things you have to keep in mind, students. Always the mother branches like, say, mechanical, electrical, electronics, or say computer science, civil engineering, these must be preferred, or chemical engineering. These must be preferred always, keep in mind. Don't go to streams like nanotechnology, or you can say mechatronics. We think it is mechanical and electronics together, but it is actually neither mechanical nor electrical, okay, or nor electronics. People will fall into trouble there. Okay, so even in just like BTech, even in the MTechs, choose the core branches. Okay, so if you get thermal, don't choose aerospace at any cost. However, importance is because through thermal or design, you can get into aero industry only. Even aero industry prefer people from mechanical or thermal or design field or manufacturing field. Okay, so this is one thing you have to keep in mind. Then there is metallurgy, material science. Then there are other MTechs like naval technology. Another one is design. Okay, design engineering. Okay, so there are various options for a mechanical engineer, design engineering. Then civil engineering, structural engineering, you can get there also. If you want to go for civil engineering structures, you can get into civil engineering structures by having mechanical engineering degree and a GATE qualification in mechanical engineering. So that is the advantage. Another advantage, after civil engineering structures, there is chemical engineering. You can get into chemical engineering department through mechanical engineering BTech or BE and mechanical engineering GATE. But there is another option. You can even get into computer science. But to write computer science, to get into computer science department, you have to have mechanical engineering BE is okay, but GATE has to be in computer science. And I don't recommend this to anybody, but I'm just telling you that there is chance for a mechanical engineer who is interested in computer science. He can get into computer science MTech also, but he has to write GATE in computer science. That is one extra thing I want to tell you. Okay. Now, any doubts here, students? So I've told you all the different chances a mechanical engineer has. Okay. This is only in terms of post graduation, and also, but later on there are other options also. I will tell you one by one. Okay. Now, this is about MTech. Okay. So MTech you can get till 2000 ranks. Okay. Until you have 2000 rank, you can get into MTech. Okay. So let me clear the screen directly. Okay. So now, another point. If you consider MTech and there is another stream called MS, okay, this MS stream, if you consider, this MS stream has two things. Both of these things get 12,400 rupees per month. Just a second, students. Okay, no, this is coming again. Okay, let me not see that. Okay, so let me put it the other way. Okay, so 12,400 rupees per month you get a stipend. Okay, so you get a stipend of 12,400 rupees per month. Okay, here Master of Technology is 2 years course, Master of Science is 2 to 3 years course. Here you are a scholar. Okay, people do not know the advantage of getting into MS degree. Okay, here you can get even till 10,000 rank. You have a chance, but not in July admission. Keep in mind, there is an admission in January. Okay, if you have less than 10,000 rank, don't rush for July admission into NITs. Okay, rush for January admission. You can get MS in IITs. Keep in mind. Okay, now here you have to clear your interview, no doubt. Okay, you have to clear your interview very much. Okay, then there are 6 courses and you do a research project. If you consider the pay package last time in IITs for Master of Technology was around 15 lakh per annum. But for Master of Science, it was a bit higher at 15.4 lakh per annum. Okay, so what is happening? The Master of Science are preferred more by some companies compared to MTech. Why? Because today the nature of companies are changing. See, now you are saying, sir, mechanical engineering jobs are reducing. In fact, jobs are not reducing. The nature of jobs are changing. People are going more towards automation. Okay, when people go towards more of automation, small companies have to close their shop. Okay, it is the big companies only that will flourish. Okay, so if you want to go to bigger companies, you want to get employment into bigger companies, you have to get a higher knowledge. Otherwise, it is difficult to go to these bigger companies. And this higher knowledge in terms of what type of skills do you need? You need innovative skills. You need research. Okay, or you need to know marketing. 2 things. Okay, any place anywhere, R&D will not be in trouble anytime. Okay, or marketing will not be in trouble. Okay, there is always job for these 2 people. Okay, so if you are going to R&D, okay, research and development, there's always scope. And one of the way to get into R&D is Master of Science. Okay, that is advantage. Then there is something called direct PhD. This people do not know. Okay, for direct PhD, it is an unsaid rule that you have to have 8 CGPA. Very important. Otherwise, it is difficult to get into direct PhD. Another thing we have to keep in mind, there is something called Prime Minister's Research Fellowship, which is also a form of direct PhD. Okay, so now if you consider direct PhD, after your BTech only, you get admission, provided you clear the interview, clear the written test, and your generally the your gate rank should be less than 2,500 in mechanical engineering. Okay, but there are cases I have seen with even 5,000 rank people have got admission in January admission. Keep in mind, it is not in our July admission. In January admission, there is a less competition there, and people get it. Okay, so direct PhD, if you see, in direct PhD, you get a stipend of 31,000 rupees per month for first 2 years, and then you get 35,000 rupees per month in the next 3 years. That is third year to fifth year. Third year to fifth year, you get so much of stipend. Okay, and after that also the pay packages are huge. Pay packages are not small in after direct PhD. And do not think that all the people who go for PhD get as a professor post. Yes, professor post is the most sought after for a direct PhD, because after doing PhD, it is very good that people will go to NITs as professors. Okay, or big universities like BITS Pilani, or like that big VIT, these kind of big universities, or they go to foreign universities. Okay, in foreign university, there are various colleges, there are various universities, they try to get a professor post, and assistant professor post in foreign universities are most sought after, and you have a huge scope. Okay, so that is the advantage. Then there is something called Prime Minister's Research Fellowship. Here only few people get it. Okay, but if you get it, you get a stipend of 70,000 per month for first 2 years. Third year, you get 75,000 per month you get in the third year. Okay, this is from 0 to 2 years. Okay, and then you get 80,000 per month in the fourth and fifth year. So that is the advantage of direct PhD, Prime Minister's Research Fellowship. This Prime Minister Research Fellowship is not there everywhere. It's only there in few colleges. Done. Next, MBA. Another advantage, writing gate, you can get into MBA, where? In Indian Institute of Sciences. Okay, but you have to get a big rank, 1,000 rank. Okay, inside 1,000 rank you have to get, then there's a chance of getting into MBA program in the Indian Institute of Sciences. But keep in mind, this is much easier than getting into IIMs. If you want to write CAT, for example, if you consider CAT, okay, CAT you have to have competition with even IIT fellows, IIT BTech, okay, you have to have competition with IIT BTechs. It's great that if you win the competition, but in general it is difficult, okay, because IIT, NITs, all the big universities compete for CAT to get into IIM Ahmedabad, correct? But if you want to write GATE, generally BTechs from IITs or NITs do not prefer GATE. They prefer to go to foreign universities. Okay, where do they prefer? They prefer to go to MITs. Okay, Massachusetts. Okay, what about us? We cannot get there. Keep in mind. Okay, it is very difficult to get a MS seat in Massachusetts for us. Okay, unless and until we are totally gifted, it is not possible for us to get there. Okay, or Cornell, or maybe these big universities. Okay. Now another one, what you have is entrepreneurship. Okay. If you consider entrepreneurship, there is MS in entrepreneurship by IIT Madras. Where is it? It's in IIT Madras. So if you want to get there, you have to write GATE. What they will do, they will incubate you inside the campus, and they will give you 12,400 rupees per month as a stipend. And whatever costs you get in developing the technologies is borne by Government of India. That is the advantage. Is it? Any other doubts, students? Let me stop here. Let me ask any doubts. No doubts? Can I move further? Public sector units, PSUs. Okay, that's the second reason why you have to get. You have to get it NTPC. NTPC pays you 20 lakh per annum. Great. 20 lakh per annum is not small. On paper, they pay around 80,000 per month is the salary. Plus, generally, you get 1 lakh per month. You get generally 1 lakh per month as bonus. Okay, so it comes out to around 1.8 lakh per month is the salary. Okay, you want to get that, is it not, students? Okay, so that is the advantage of it. Indian Oil also pays in the same amount. ONGC, HAL, MRPL, Bangalore Refineries and Petrochemicals Limited, KIOCL, our New Mangalore Port Trust. All these places, if you want to get, you have to write GATE. But generally, it is not easy to, some people have a misconception that they have to get just a pass. No, if you just pass, it is not possible, even with influence, let me tell you. Okay, because nowadays, there's a lot of trouble there. Okay, so with influence also you cannot get. Okay, you have to get generally inside 500 rank for mechanical engineering. But I have seen cases with even 1500 rank, people have got into these PSUs. Okay, that is the advantage of that. Okay, but one thing we have in our mind is, sir, GATE is difficult. We cannot write it. And you're talking about getting 500 ranks? No, sir, I will leave now. Okay, I don't need GATE. GATE is not my time. Wrong. That is the wrong decision you are taking. Why you are taking a wrong decision, let me tell you. Because you go to MRPL or you go to KIOCL, and the people who have got as a graduate engineering training, ask them. One of the things you have to do is ask. Okay, ask them how much times they have attempted GATE. Have they got this particular rank in the first attempt? You will find that at least 60% of the people wouldn't have got it in the first attempt. They would have written 2 times, 3 times GATE. They would have written in the 3rd year, some people in the 4th year. Then after passing out, one more time they would have written. Okay, and there also they might have got around 1000 rank. They said, okay, let me prepare again. After that, after passing out 2nd year, they would have got it. Okay, so if you think that you can get it once, wrong, students. Okay, you are actually putting yourself down by doing that. Okay, if a person says, I want to climb a mountain, and he says, today only I have to finish climbing the Mount Everest, not possible. Correct? Even Bachendri Pal cannot climb Mount Everest in one day. Okay, she needs some days, is it not? It's not that easy. Similar way, if you want to get into MRPL or if you want to get into IOCL, it is not easy. But that doesn't mean it is impossible. Correct? What is important? Efforts. And here, if you consider the North Indians or Andhra guys, these people will be very good in that. They will put repeated efforts. And because of that repeated efforts, they get it. Okay, it's just like IAS, IES, that kind of things. Okay, so that has to be understood. Okay, initial salary of more than 10 lakh per annum I'm putting, because there is Mini Ratna and other companies which are there, which pays you less. Okay, but these Maharatna and Navaratna pays you very big. Okay, jobs are secure without undue job pressures. Okay, opportunity to work towards nation building. Any doubts here, students? No doubts? These are just like that. Now the question is, sir, you're talking about high GATE ranks. What about if I just pass? Is there a scope for us? Okay, I don't know whether I can do well or not. If I just pass, okay, I just clear GATE, what is the use? I will tell you what the use. One of the uses is JRF, Junior Research Fellows, in CSIR and other research. This is a tenure of 1 to 2 years generally, and you get a pay package of 31,000 rupees per month. You get experience in doing cutting edge research. How? I will tell you. Okay? And helpful in getting PG seats in IITs and IIS. You cannot score high ranks, fine. You just clear. Go do JRF for 1 or 2 years, where you're getting paid. You're getting paid more than what software companies pays you. Infosys doesn't pay you 31,000 rupees per month. JRF pays you 31,000 rupees per month. So advantage there. Second, afterwards you get MS or PhD seat. It's not PhD, even PhD you get. Okay, direct PhD seat. Okay. PhD seats in IITs and IISc, even NITs. Advantage, While you do this PhD, again that particular thing is continued. 31,000 rupees per month is continued. Correct? That is that. Okay. Jobs in leading companies. Sir, I don't want to do PhD. Fine, then try for other jobs. And because you have research experience, chances of you getting into R&D sections is very, very high. Very, very high. Why? Because, see, if you consider DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, what do these people need? These people need, these people will outsource. For example, if you say Agni missile, entire Agni missile, all the components in Agni missile is not prepared in DRDO. What do? They outsource. So the person who has worked in DRDO as JRF, Junior Research Fellows, this person has an experience of what to expect from the scientists. So these people get a chance into these private companies, which are suppliers to DRDO. Okay, that is the advantage. Now, what is JRF? I have told you, Junior Research Fellow. It stands for Junior Research Fellows. Now, when you say CSIR, what is CSIR? Center for Scientific and Industrial Research. There are various labs under this. Example is Central Mechanical Engineering Research Institute, NAL, National Aerospace Laboratory, Aeronautical Development Academy, Indian Institute of Petroleum, Dehradun, okay, ADA in Bangalore. There are around 50, more than 50 CSIR labs, okay. In that, what is related to mechanical engineering is around more than 20, okay, are related to mechanical engineering in one way or the other, okay. So there you can get. And what about these other research labs? Other research lab can be TIFR, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, okay. There is Central Mathematical Institute, CMI, okay. There is Central Statistical Institute. There you can get. Another advantage is you can get into IITs. IITs, a professor gets a grant from ISRO or BARC or DST, Department of Science and Technology, or Ministry of Human Resource Development to do a particular project, okay, or MNRE, Ministry of Non-Renewable Energy Sources, okay. So they get a project amount. In that project amount, they have to give a JRF position. They have to give somebody, they need people to help them out in their research, okay, and those are called JRFs. Because you have on hand or you have a first hand information of what is done in research, there is a chance that you can get a direct PhD post. Got the advantage? Similar way, not just IITs and NITs, you can get even into MIT. What is MIT? Manipal, our own Manipal, okay. So you can get into Manipal. Or why Manipal? Even Srinivas Institute of Technology. If you have a professors, there are some professors who get DST grants or BARC grants, okay, Baba Atomic Research Center grants, okay, or DST grants, okay. Now these professors who are working in those things, or you say Srinivas University only, you have your college, medical college, is it not? In that also there are some funds which are there. For example, if they want to do say research on say coronavirus, which is related to fluid mechanics, okay. So if you have cleared GATE in XE, there is something called XE GATE, okay. In this you can write 3 subjects: fluid mechanics, maths, and solid mechanics, the strength of materials, okay. So if you have gone through this and you have cleared GATE, there is a chance that you can get a job even in your university only, where Government of India pays you 31,000 rupees per month through that project. So other research lab can be anything in India, okay. Then another advantage, if you just clear GATE also, get into Manipal only, fine, okay. You don't want to get into IIT, get into Manipal, okay. So whatever fees is there, that is reduced by how much? 12,400 rupees per month. So you can pay the fees is reduced, okay. So that is also an advantage of clearing GATE, and also you get respect for clearing GATE. Keep in mind that respect cannot be evaluated anyway, okay, because most of them don't get those seats, okay. Not just MIT, even if you get Srinivas Institute of Technology has an MTech, so if you get MTech there, okay, then also you get the stipend of 12,400 rupees per month. It is not important where you get it. Anywhere in India you get MTech, provided it should be AICTE recognized institute. You get a stipend of 12,400 rupees per month if you clear GATE and you join for MTech. You see the advantage? Okay, that is the advantage. Okay. Next, help in preparing other exams. What are they? Indian Engineering Service, Railways, Indian Space Research Organization, Baba Atomic Research Center, State Public Service Commission. Because you are prepared for GATE, all these questions, all these exams also ask questions related to mechanical engineering only. So that is the advantage. People are not realizing the amount of scope they have in government sector. Okay, IES, if you say, you will get in number of seats which are available. In 2019, I'm thinking, before pandemic, okay, there were around 200 vacancies for mechanical engineers. If you consider IAS, it's similar to IES. IAS is similar. IAS has 1,000 vacancies for all the graduates. People apply for IAS, is it not? Here, IES, 200 vacancies only for mechanical engineering, around 300 for civil engineering, around 100 each for electrical and electronics engineering. This was the, this is what is there. So, you see, you become a government servant, correct? So that is the advantage. Railways is there, ISRO is there, Baba Atomic Research Center is there, State Public Service Commission is there. So there are a lot of advantage of writing GATE students. Okay, it is not limited to only this. Next, employment in private companies. Sir, this time one company came, Adani Power, I couldn't make it. There is a company called LAM Research, which comes generally. I couldn't make it. Why they couldn't make it? Because their basics are not strong. Okay, most of the companies come to campus selections, but they don't recruit people. Why? Your basics is weak. Okay, but if you write GATE, your basics become strong. So if you start preparing for GATE from the second year, third year you clear. Okay, there are two advantages. One advantage is, in a college, if there are various students who clear GATE in the third year, okay, you can even call Tata Motors. Okay, Tata Motors, a placement officer will get a get a tool to say that, see, you want the best of the people, we have it. How do we prove it? We prove it by GATE exam. Okay, our 20 students in our college have cleared GATE in the third year itself. Why will not the best of the companies will come? Mahindra will come. Any big companies you say will come there. Is it not? That is the advantage of writing GATE. You can get into private college, private companies. Got the advantage? So writing GATE helps you to leverage into private companies. Also, another thing, see, in my coaching institute, the people who have taken GATE coaching, okay, they have got private jobs. I did not recommend anybody, let me tell you, I don't recommend anybody for any private companies, okay, but they have got it by themselves. How? There is national level written test exams, they clear that, then they clear the interview, because what companies need? They need good employees, knowledgeable employees, okay, smart people. You have cleared GATE, you have proven that you are smart, and you can prove it each and every time. That is the advantage of writing GATE. Another advantage, foreign universities. GATE can be used to get post-graduation seats in foreign university. Example, National University of Singapore, Nanyang Technological University Singapore, NTU Munich, RWH in Germany. See, one of the problem we have is we get attracted to only US universities. Wrong. Okay, US universities are the ones where you need GRE, IELTS and all those things. Okay, but even then you won't get into the top ranks. But if you consider NUS, NTU, these are almost inside 25 top 25 universities of the world. University of Munich is around 15 QS ranking. Okay, RWHN is almost 100. Inside 100 it will come. Okay, so these are one of the best universities. If you consider IITs in QS ranking comes around 300s, keep in mind. So you know how good these universities are. These universities you can get through GATE. See that one. And you get scholarship also because you write through GATE. Okay, so the top universities, you don't have to write GRE for NUS, NTU, Munich, or Germany, Netherlands. There are universities. Italy, there are universities. Australia is English speaking, so you need IELTS. But these are, or Japan, for example, there are good universities in Japan. In China, but China now there is a problem, but still, okay, even in China there are good universities. Okay, so what happens? You get outside these US and European English-speaking countries, you can get good foreign university, you can get your MS degree. Okay, that is the advantage. Okay, next, NEET Bombay. This is one thing which we don't know. Okay, see, one of the main problem we have is we think that NEET Mumbai, when you say, is one of the top university for MBA. For MBA, NEET Mumbai comes in 12th best university. First comes is IIM Ahmedabad, no doubt. Next comes is IIM Bangalore. Like this, 1, 2, 3, like that you come. 12th position is NEET Bombay. Okay, NEET Mumbai is in the 12th. It stands for National Institute for Industrial Engineering. Okay, here there is one post-graduation seat. Okay, there is one post-graduation program called post-graduation diploma in industrial engineering, which is actually suited for mechanical engineering. Most of the people who get here are mechanical. Keep in mind. Okay, so mechanical engineers can get into NEET Mumbai through GATE. There are around 30 to 35 seats. Okay, and advantage is you get the pay package which is comparable to IIMs. Last time it had got a pay package, average pay package of 20 lakh per annum. IIM has around 22. Okay, so you get that advantage. You can get into the top universities. And what is the rank you have to get? Inside 1500. Inside 1500 GATE rank you get a call. Okay, sometimes even 2000 they have got. Okay, so you get a call. And GATE is much easier to our CAT, because CAT, if you want to get a call from top universities, you need to get at least 3000 ranks all India. Okay, only then you get a call in top IIMs or these big universities. But here, even with the 2000 and the competition is less. But the advantage, the competition is less in case of these universities. Okay, so those are the advantages. Okay. Next, how to crack it? Any doubts here, students? I think I'm up in the 6 minutes is there. Okay. Next, I'll complete within 6 minutes. Then you can ask me questions. I'll answer. Okay. Fine. How to crack GATE? First, tough or easy? Only 15% people clear GATE, so it is tough in that sense. But 44% of the questions are simple and direct question. So in that sense, it is not difficult. Okay, that is advantage. That is the thing we have to understand. Okay, just a second, students. Okay, so that is advantage. Second, an aspirant who is jack of all subjects finds it easy to clear. One of the main thing is that we think that let me see how much questions comes from which particular topics. The person who does that will not clear it. Okay? The person who knows everything, thermal, design, manufacturing, mathematics, aptitude, everything you have to know, then there is a chance of clearing. Okay, the students who counts what are the number of marks from each subject and prepare only some of them has a tough chance. Okay, next, GATE is not a tough exam, it's a big exam, the big syllabus, it's a very big syllabus, so it's very difficult to clear GATE because it's a big syllabus. Okay, not because it is tough. GATE is very simple one. First level of difficulty is there. Okay, first level of questions they ask. Okay, so that is why it is easy, I say. But if you say 15% of the people only clear GATE, yeah, in that way it is tough. Okay, so these are the things. Okay. How to crack it? First, learn concepts from a good teacher. Always important. Take coaching. Okay, because without coaching it is not possible in today's scenario. It is like asking JEE, sir, can I clear JEE without going to coaching? You will laugh on me, is it? Similar way, GATE. Without going to coaching, it is very difficult to clear GATE. Okay, study from standard textbooks. Okay, now that is not the first step. If you open the standard textbook initially, you will go nowhere. You will take 4 to 5 times more time to prepare for GATE. Study from standard textbook, but don't totally rely on standard textbook. You have to rely on the teacher. Okay. Next, make your own notes. Very important. Make your own formula sheets, not some prepared guides. This is only for VTU or university exams that you go with guides. No guides here. Only concepts matters. Okay. Practice all previous year's questions and attempt mock test. This way, this is the step-by-step way how to crack GATE. And the how is GATE mechanical? Let us see. GATE mechanical, most major portions are aptitude, mathematics, applied mechanics and design. See, the marks is there Aptitude and English is 15 marks. Mathematics is 10 to 15 marks. Applied mechanics and design is around 22 to 25 marks. Fluid mechanics and thermal sciences, 20 to 25 marks. Manufacturing and industrial engineering is around 20 to 25 marks. This is the major portion of the syllabus. Okay. And aptitude and English, this is the syllabus you have. You have verbal aptitude, quantitative aptitude, analytical aptitude, spatial aptitude. These are all the things which you have been prepared for your campus selections, right? The college would have employed some people to give you this training. So I think you are good at it, and 15 marks you can score. Right? Mathematics. This is the portion of mathematics. You have linear algebra, calculus, differential equation, complex variables, probability and statistics, and numerical methods. Here you have 13 marks coming in there. 13 to 15 marks sometimes. Okay, this is the range of marks you get in mathematics. Okay, this will be completed by the second year. You know, all these portions in VTU is completed by the second year. So only mathematics, okay, will get you 13 to 15 marks. So you have say 15 marks for aptitude and say 13 marks. So you got 28 marks here. Okay, what is that you have to get for passing? 32 marks. 32 marks if you get, you clear GATE. You get into that top 15%. And aptitude and mathematics itself will get you 20. Then design. These are the portions in design. Okay, so if you do like this, you will get 28, say plus 25. So 28 plus 25. So you get around 52 marks here, etc. Correct. So what are the things? Engineering mechanics, mechanics of materials, theory of machines, vibrations, machine design. You see how big the syllabus is. Okay. Then thermal. Okay, the whole of thermal engineering, fluid mechanics, heat transfer, thermodynamics, applications, everything is. Manufacturing, engineering materials, casting, forming, machine and machine tools operation, metallurgy, sim, production planning and control, inventory control, operation research. Almost the whole of mechanical engineering is there. Okay? So the difficulty comes because of the expanse of the syllabus, not because each and every questions are tough. Okay, so if you have meticulous preparation, you can clear it. Okay, if you have that in-depth knowledge, only then you can clear it. How to prepare for it? Overall subject strategy. Okay, how to prepare? First thing you have to do is aptitude and English continuously you have to prepare. Okay, now if I say this axis is time, and these are subjects when to start. Okay, I'm putting this axis as subjects. Then first you have to go with aptitude and English. Start with calculus, okay, differential equations, mechanics, fluid mechanics, and material science. This is one run. After this, you have to go with linear algebra. No, I cannot. Okay, linear algebra, probability, numerical methods. This is how you have to go. Okay. What is complex calculus, MOM, TD. See, after mechanics, you have to go to MOM. Then theory of machines, then machine design, then heat transfer, then casting. After completing these things, students, after completing all these things, then you have to go for manufacturing. Why? Manufacturing is easy. So if you go manufacturing initially, you will feel that you have got 30-40 subjects, so you will not go to difficult things, which is thermal and design. So you have to go first to these things, then go for this at that. And what is that time of preparation you need for this? Around 1 year. Around 1 year. People may go for 6 months of coaching. Dedicated, if you go 6 months is enough. In a day, you prepare for around say 8 to 9 hours, 6 months is required. If you prepare each day 6 to 10 hours of coaching, it's enough. Okay, 6 months is enough to clear it. Okay, next. Any questions? Here I complete. Okay, any questions?
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So I had a
Is
doubt
this-
actually. Yes, sir. It's completely computer-based or paper-based actually.
It is computer based.
Okay. And how about we have something mark deduction-based, right? For 1 mark, will if it's wrong, mark is reduced by 1/3 something.
Yep.
Like how is that?
Yes. So there are 3 types of questions here. One is called multiple selection question. Okay, one is called. There is 3 types of questions. First type of questions is multiple choice questions. Okay, it's called MCQ. Okay.
Yes.
This MCQs might be of 1 mark or 2 marks. Okay. So in this 1 mark or 2 marks, if you get it wrong, then 1/3 is reduced. So if it is a 1 mark, so minus 1/3 if it is wrong. Okay. If you get 1 mark question wrong, minus 1/3. If you get two marks question wrong, minus 2/3 is done. Okay. Then there are other type of questions called multiple selection question, where you have one statement or one question and there 4 options are there. In these 4 options, there might be more than one option which is right. You have to choose all the correct option without leaving a right option, and you should not take any wrong option. Then only you will get the marks. But there is no negative marks. There is no negative marks. Okay. Other type of question, third type of questions is numerical answer type question. In numerical answer type questions, you have a dash here. You have to enter a number there. Okay. Here also no negative marks. These are the types of questions you have. And there are around, say, 30 1 mark question and 35 2 marks question.
Okay, maximum 2 marks only.
Yes.
For a question. Okay.
So that's why it is easy in that sense. It is not, generally you get the answers within 2 steps. If you mathematical, it's not mathematically very intensive. Okay. Either it's theoretical, or if it's problematic also, 2 or 3 steps you can do. The questions are such that you should be able to do it within 4 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, one question can be done within 4 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Any other doubts? Students, I have a session on this Sunday. Okay. Here I answer still in deeper question. I take around 2.5 hours to answer the questions. Okay. Same presentation will be there initially, whatever 1 hour I have. Later on, I have some more things to tell you. Okay. So it will be much more intensive, and people from all over India come for that. Okay. So if you want to attend, kindly ping me. I will send it to our Vishwas sir. I will send the registration link there. You can register for that. Okay. I will show you the poster which is there. So what are the questions? I'll answer this. So if I go here, so this is last time I had this one. So last one. Every Sunday I have generally. This Sunday is there. Okay. Not every Sunday we have. Most of the Sundays. So this is the thing we have. Okay. There's a registration link for this. I will send you that registration link through Vishwas sir. If you want, you can register. It starts at 2:30 p.m. on 4th July. It will be for around say 2 to 2.5 hours. It will take till 4:30 or 5. That thing is that. So I answer everything. Okay. There's no questions which is left there. So if you want to answer that question, if you want to attend that particular session, you can keep that. Okay. Any other questions?
Students, any other questions? You can also put it in the chat.
Yeah, you can put it on the chat also. I will see the chat.
Sir, I have one question.
Please.
What would be the right time for the students to start preparing for the GATE exam?
Generally, it has to be the second year. Generally, it has to be the second year. But people don't have to worry if they are not from the second year, because one of the main problem we have is we think that we lose 1 year, sir. What to do if I lose 1 year? It will affect my career adversely. This is a wrong notion. Okay, that career is affected adversely by wasting 1 year. No, it's not. Okay, what happens generally, students after their BE, okay, if they have a dearth of money, then that's a different case. Okay, if your parents can support you for 1 or 2 years, then I think you should prepare for GATE for the 1 or 2 years. Okay, and what happens, I have seen students who have not spent time, and they think that they can do it without. So they'll get into small companies, say 15,000 salary they get. Okay, so 15,000 salary, sir. Later on they will improve by experience. Yes, it will improve by experience, but by how much? Okay, they will give you in the second year, say they will give you around 15% hike. So first year 15,000, 15% hike. What it will be? It will be around, say, 15%. So it is around 1,500, 2,250 hike. So you'll get 17,000 later on. And like this, it will improve. After 10 years, you may get around 35,000. Okay, improvement is there. But how much improvement? There is no high improvement which happens. High improvement comes by writing it. You don't earn this. I agree. If you spend 1 year, you don't earn this money, fine. But afterwards, you get into MTech. After MTech, 2 years you don't have to spend anything because government of India gives you money, does it not? After 2 years, you get a salary of around more than 10 lakh for sure. Okay? But this you cannot think of when you go through this route. Okay, or if you want to get into say NITI, okay, these big companies, or you get directly after 1 year or 2 years, you get into PSUs. Directly you get this 10 lakh per annum, more than 10 lakh per annum, and that is very good jobs. And you have to consider IES also, Indian Engineering Service, state PWD, or not PWD, PWD is only for civil engineers, state service, public service commission, even diploma colleges, okay, or your diploma colleges with BE, you can get as a lecturer there, and they pay very nicely, keep in mind. Okay, if you come to KPSC and we go to a diploma college as a teacher also, government diploma colleges, they pay very nicely, okay, more than 70,000-80,000 rupees per month. And you know how secure these jobs are, is it not? So people have to think, don't think that BE sir, mechanical, don't know jobs. No, there are huge jobs, huge jobs. Some of the jobs, see, PSUs, you have in mechanical engineering, you have around 350 to 400 vacancies. But if you can consider computer science, there are less than 50 in PSUs. Computer science cannot go to PSUs. If you consider ESE, there is no computer science at all. 0 seats for computer science. Mechanical engineers have around 200 seats for mechanical engineering. You understand that? If you consider other companies, they say Tata Motors or this one, you have to go to that level, that's it. There are jobs. Mahindra is recruiting, Volvo is recruiting. There are jobs, but we are not going to that level. That is the problem. So what is important for us? We have to grow to that level. Now what we do? We go to CATIA, we do some other things. Good, you do CATIA, you do ANSYS, good. But CATIA, just based on CATIA and ANSYS, you don't get job, keep in mind. CATIA and ANSYS, required. I don't say it is not required. Very much important. But just because of this, you think you get a good job? No, you will not get. What is important? Your basics are important. Thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, theory of machines, strength of materials. These are your basics. If this CATIA and ANSYS knowledge is on these basics, then it's great. Okay, but if you don't have this base and you see all those top things, you talk big things, you will not get respect, you will not get jobs. Keep it. Like I have seen in the I don't know how many of you are from the third year or the second year. Third year you have an ANSYS lab, and you do a beautiful diagrams of von Mises stresses. Okay, if you ask what is von Mises stresses, I ask you the question, what is von Mises stresses? People will not be able to answer. Leave that. If you ask you what is principal stresses, I will not ask this question. I will not put that to you, but I know the general state. If people ask what is principal stresses, no. What do? Sir, we have a design data handbook by Ballavir Reddy. What we will do? We will see there the equations. We will apply the equations, get the answers. That way you can clear your VTU exams, but you will not get a job, students. In the job, they need how you have the feel of the subject. Can you solve my problem? Is the question the company asks. And you say, you say something like, sir, I can solve this problem, I got this marks. It's not of any use to them. How much marks you have got in machine design or this one, they are not worried. They will ask, okay, you got 90% in machine design, fine then. Tell me what is principal stresses. Okay, tell me what is stress. Okay, they will ask you first thing. Sir, you have got 90% in this one. Tell me whether stress is a vector or a scalar. This I will ask you questions, students. Tell me whether stress is a vector or a scalar. This one question let me ask. Let me see how many of you answer this. Correct? Whether stress is a vector or a scalar. Students, please answer. Correct? You don't know that. Correct? Whether area is a vector or a scalar. Very simple. Area. You don't have to know big things. Small things. Jagali haradavanu gagannahariyane. That is one thing in Kannada. Okay? So think small first. Make the base strong. Then think about higher things. You talk great things, people will know how hollow these great things. Don't become a bubble. Don't become a soap bubble. Become a soap. Okay, soap bubble will get out. Okay, will go off in a minute. Don't become a soap bubble, students. It can impress your parents. It can impress your friends that I've done this. I've done CFD. I did ANSYS. I got an internship in this company. Great company. Fine, you got internship because of some of your friend circle, or you because your father's contact, or your somebody, you have got an internship in the big companies. That doesn't mean that you have got knowledge. That doesn't mean that you'll make big. So it is very important that you concentrate on your basics. Your context does not matter, your basics matters. Okay. Best of luck, students. Any other doubts? I will see what other questions. Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt. You talked about XE and something. I did not understand it properly. Can you explain it?
Yes. See, if you have to write GATE exam, you can write mechanical engineering as well as XE. Now, from 2021 onwards, a student can write two papers, not one paper. So, in 2021, a person can write mechanical engineering as well as engineering sciences. Okay, both papers. Okay, one day you will have mechanical engineering, the other day you will have engineering sciences. Okay, so what is mechanical engineering? You have the whole syllabus. XE syllabus is a bit different. Okay, XE syllabus is like it is generally designed for students who have done their BTech in, say, mechatronics or say nanotechnology. These people don't have knowledge to write any. Okay, for them it is designed. Okay, but nowadays we can write more than one. So if you do XE, there are one thing is 15 marks you have for aptitude and English. Okay, later on 15 marks or 13 to 15 marks is for maths. Okay, then 35 marks is for two subjects, 35 and 35, two subjects. Okay, you have 2 marks, 70 marks there. Okay, so what are the subjects you can choose for these two? You can choose two among fluid mechanics, solid mechanics, then you have thermodynamics, material science. Okay, in these you can choose two questions, two subjects, and you have to answer 35 marks of these. Okay, so you can write fluid mechanics, thermodynamics. You can have strength of materials, thermodynamics. You can write material science, strength of materials. Like this you can choose. Okay, so that is another this. Here you can get not exactly in mechanical engineering. Okay, it is difficult to get into mechanical engineering MTech. Okay, by writing XE. But there are other things like aerospace, applied mechanics, which is very good. In fact, I'll tell you, applied mechanics department in IIT Madras and IIT Bombay are very reputed. It is next only to mechanical engineering. A slight difference. Okay, so IIT Madras or IIT Delhi, you can get there. Okay, by writing XE. So you have two options. Okay, and you don't have the expanse, but you have to get expertise in two subjects. It is not that direct. It is not easy questions as mechanical engineering. And also, if you say the cutoff for this is 32% or 32 marks, almost 32 to 35 it varies. Whereas in XE, it is around 25 to 30. So clearing is, in terms of marks, it's easier. Okay, so but getting high ranks is always difficult because tough questions are there. So that is the reason you have to write both mechanical and XE, because this FM, strength of materials, TD, material science is part of mechanical engineering. Why not go a bit deeper? Correct. So that's that one. And also writing this will help you in the interviews. Yeah. Yes. Yes, students. Any other questions? I hope I have answered this question.
Yes, sir. So XE is specific and ME is in general.
Yes, you can say so. In a crude fashion, you can say that. Yes. But XE has limited scope. Mechanical engineering has huge scopes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Any other doubts? And kindly registered for 4th July this one, students. In that I will tell you some more things about it. Some of the things will be repeated, of course, but you can ask questions also. Yes, students. No doubts?
Okay.
Anyone? No.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
then.
Yeah. Any other questions? I think we can wind up this session. So I thank Mr. Anupbai sir for this wonderful session. Like it was very informative in just a 1 hour session. Even I got a lot of information regarding the job opportunities for mechanical engineer. So I thank you once again, sir, for taking your time and sharing it with us, your knowledge. I hope students will benefit truly with these informations and work towards it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And thank you, Professor HOD, for attending this one. I'm real thankful for him that he has given me that encouragement. Thank you.
I also thank the management, Srinivas University, for helping us organize these type of events. I also thank HOD of the Department Mechanical Engineering, Dr. Sri Prakash sir, for joining this session. And finally, I would also like to thank my colleagues for helping me in doing this session, conducting these type of sessions. Finally, I would like to thank students for joining this session. I'm sure you'll make a good benefit out of it in future. So thank you all. Shall we end the session, sir?
Yes, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. And attend, sir, I will send you that 4th July, this one.
Yes,
Kindly
sure.
share it widely, sir. Okay?
Okay.